Alright, so, I've been wanting to say this for a while, and it needs to be said. Um, there are certain fan bases that I can't stand. Yankees fan base, can't stand them. Cowboys fan base, don't really like them, but they're tolerable. Lakers fan base, can't stand them. Sacramento Kings fan base, I hate you guys with so much more passion. To the point where I loathe you, mainly because before Chris Hansen bought this team, none of you were around. You guys had the league's worst attendance before Chris Hansen bought the team, and then all of a sudden, when the team was leaving, you guys came out in droves and said "Save our Kings" when you guys were nowhere around. You guys are bandwagon fans. You know it. We know, the rest of the world knows it. Stop trying to deny it. But the only reason you got to keep that team was because David Stern stepped in and kept the team because he's got a vendetta against Seattle, and he's a sad little troll who needs to go. And thank God he's retiring because Seattle is living on the promise of an expansion team, which who knows if we'll get one. But with that being said, you guys are a bandwagon fan base, and you know it. Anyway, no, the fan base I want to talk about. The fan base I cannot stand. The fan base that is head and shoulders above the rest. The dumbest fucking fan base on the planet is the San Francisco 49er fans. You guys, I don't know what it is with you guys. I don't know where you get your news. I don't know where you get your information. I don't know where you get your stats. But you guys are the most delusional fan base on this green earth. Okay? You guys don't know jack from shit. Okay? When asked simple questions about your team, you don't know anything. You guys are a bandwagon and fair weather to boot. Okay? Now, when I ask you guys simple stuff that any 49er fan should know. Stuff like who's from the Bill Walsh coaching tree, notable players from your guys' Super Bowl teams, that kind of thing. You guys, all I get is, well, I don't have to prove shit to you. I don't have to tell you. I don't feel like telling you. I don't have to say. I don't have to prove to you that I'm a fan. That, by its very basis, proves to me that you're not a fucking fan. You guys seem to think that, by denying, by just deflecting and saying, oh, well, I don't have to prove anything to you, that you guys, you guys say, well, I don't give a fuck. I know I'm a fan. No, you're not a fan. If you choose not to answer simple questions about your team, it makes you a bandwagon fan, or it makes you look like a bandwagon fan, which most of you are. You guys have this, before the season started, most of you were pounding your chest and thumping your chest and saying shit like, well, the Niners are going to win, the rest of the NFL should just lay down and die, they should just surrender because the Niners are going to win the Super Bowl this year. You guys were acting like it was all said and done, and that you were just waiting for them to airmail you the trophy and make it official. Now, after the Packers game, it got worse for a while because you guys were at a friggin' at your worst. You guys thought that it was going to be over, that you guys were just going to crush every team coming that came after them, and then you went into Seattle and got smoked. And what happened? You guys all disappeared. Like a puff of smoke. You were gone. You vanished in the haze. Yeah, you came back about a day or two before the Indy game to pump your chest a little bit more, and then you got the shit kicked out of you by Indy, and guess what? Like a puff of smoke, you vanished in the haze. You guys didn't come back until you guys beat St. Louis the following week, I believe it was, or whatever the hell team you guys were playing. You guys came back, and your first thought was, well, we're great again. We're going to win the Super Bowl this year. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to be awesome. After you just gotten your ass handed to you 2 weeks in a row, where you can only manage, 10 points offensively in 2 weeks of football, and you guys thought that you guys were the shit, as it were. No, you guys are not this shit. You guys have got the dumbest, logical reasons on the planet. I mean, you guys were crucifying Alex Smith before he went to Kansas City. Yeah, you crucified Alex Smith before he went to Kansas City and said he'd never be any good. And then once he was good, you guys said, yeah, he's great. No. And then you guys crucified Colin Kaepernick, and when Colin Kaepernick started doing good, you guys changed your minds. That makes you bandwagon from the get, okay? When you guys lose an argument, when you lose an argument, or if you're even losing an argument, which happens more times than not, you go to the, well, we got 5 rings argument. That is your end-all, be-all argument beater, or at least you think it is. I got news for you. Nobody cares about your 5 rings. Nobody cares that you have 5 fucking rings. They all happened over 20 years ago. Get over it. Make a new dynasty. And then you put a billboard in Fife. Okay? You put a billboard in Fife. You spend over $7 grand to put this great big billboard in the middle of downtown Seattle, right next to CenturyLink Field, and you failed. You failed. You put it in Fife, which is 40 miles outside of Seattle. And to make matters worse, you guys seem to think it's in the middle of everything. You guys seem to think it's near the Tacoma Dome, the Emerald Queen Casino, Wild Waves. You guys seem to think it's dead center in the middle of everything, and it's not. It's 40 miles in the middle of nowhere. I've been in the area. I know what I'm talking about. It is one of the least traveled roads or one of the least traveled parts of I-5, to tell you the truth. And you guys seem to think that you guys actually accomplished something. No, the only thing you actually accomplished was giving some money to the Seattle Children's Hospital. Thank you for that, by the way. You did a good deed. And I'm not going to begrudge you for that. Because, helping those kids is always a good thing. But anyway, that billboard does nothing for you. Nobody cares. It's not like you're going to get some great recognition. As a matter of fact, the national media is laughing at your ass. They seem to, they're mocking you at every turn, like we mock you at every turn, because you guys are dumb. You're stupid. You're retarded. And then your two images to start off with were just classic. I mean, the ring check was your first image. The ring check? The ring check. Really? The ring check. Who gives a fuck about your Super Bowl ring? You won them in the 80s when most of you idiots weren't even born. From what I've seen, the average 49er fan that I've run into is about 20 to 35, give or take. I was alive back when the 49ers won their Super Bowls. I was 8. I'm 32 now. You do the math on that one. So, the ring check does nothing. It's an annoying little fact that annoying little idiots bring up when they can't win an argument just to think they won an argument. Congratulations. You won nothing. You did nothing. You said nothing. But anyway, yeah, you guys, you have these delusional fantasies that are just annoying. You seem to think tomorrow that the 49ers are going to just walk into Green Bay and beat them because they have beat them 3 times in a row. Guess what? All 3 of those games, or at least the last 2, were in San Francisco. Okay? They were in San Francisco. It's not cold in San Francisco. It is going to be bone-chilling freezing in Green Bay. Guess what? You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. San Francisco may come out and score a bunch of points early. Green Bay may come out and score a bunch of points early. The point is, nobody knows what's going to happen. Do I hope San Francisco loses? Yes. Do I think they will? Maybe, maybe not. It's a 50-50 proposition right now. But my main point is, you guys are a bunch of morons. Nothing you ever say makes sense. Every discussion you ever make has no substance. You try and prove people wrong with selective stats, and it's just it doesn't work. So like I said, I'm sure I'm gonna get heat from 49er fans, and I'm sure this sounds like a great big rant, but you guys know it's true. You guys know it is true and verifiable. So just one more thing, go Hawks.